Hello, you. Do you gaze into others' eyes? Do you gaze into your own eyes, the windows of the soul? If we have chemistry and are getting intimate, I'll gaze into your eye. Eyes. Um, very sensual. Sorry, please, thank you. I need to do my treatments here. I need to shut that window. Oh, so much needed to be done. Doesn't matter. It don't matter. Tim Conway. Not George Conway, Tim Conway. I think George Conway says it does matter. You better wake up and pay attention. And where does being woke and being awake get twisted into being a bad thing? If that isn't insanity, it's at least idiocracy. Um, okay, here's a big bomb. Dyna- Dynarchy, matriarchy. Gaia, not necessarily Wiccan. Earth Mother. I believe women should be ruling the world. Men have messed it up enough, and going back to Constantine and the Bible and Christianity, the patriarchal paradigm has really messed things up on this planet. Totally snafu. Time for the women to come back into power. So again, if you're a woman who is buying into the patriarchal bullshit, that's my brand of feminism, I guess. Yeah, I'm a feminist in the sense that I don't believe any female should feel subjugated, put down, disrespected by patriarchal mores, if that's the right word. Um, now that's not to say there's not crazy and incompetent and malicious and greedy and women, though largely that's probably because they've had to live in a man's world, so to speak. Um, I would love to find a dominant FLR experienced femdom for my woman. And if that's you, that's great. We can discuss it. I know at least one femdom, but the chemistry isn't there. It's not about hookups and it's not about kink and it's not about. It's actually about fun and joy. So we're back to fun and joy. And when men and women try to live on equal footing, it don't work out. Okay. I mean, it's nice. It's a nice little ideal. Yeah, I believe in you. But no, they're more like TPE. One really should submit to the next for them to be happy and joyous and have fun and have an LTR, a long-term relationship. Yeah, they happen, but more and more it's that fading away past paradigm where women married their men for support and like that, support and protection, and they stayed married for 50. My parents were married for over 50 years. They stayed married for 50 years and stuff because, well, it's what they become used to, the routine, but and it doesn't that kill fun? But also security and stuff. It's kind of like the wage slave. Why is it a wage slave? Because they stay because of job security, which hasn't been the case in like 30 years. Um, yeah, job security is no excuse for a company to abuse their employees. But I want this to be for the LTR playlist, not the entrepreneur or resume or all that. I'm just sharing some insights and lessons learned over my 65 years. And I may die any day, any moment. I'm okay with that. But probably it'll be another 20 years. There's a possibility of another 40 years or more. How about you? How long are you going to live? See, I've had to make peace with death going through the grieving process. Um, because if I live another 40 years, I've seen it happen. I'll go through a phase where everyone I knew is dead. And as I go forward, more and more people I know and love are going to die. Grandfather, father, son. It's the natural order. So it isn't. It's like my dad used to tell me about recessions and depressions and stuff because he came out of the depression and my grandfather died young of tuberculosis back when that was like COVID type thing. And he was the eldest and he was the man of the household and he had to support his siblings, until people reached adulthood and stuff. So he's incredibly a responsible person. Wait, oh, that's right. It's not if, it's when. Deal with it. Not if we have a recession, it's when. And I found that true ever since he used to tell me that. So deal with it. You like to binge a good comedy TV series? Me too. IT Crowd, All Hail King Julian, to a lesser degree, 30 Rock, and maybe Community. Did I say IT Crowd? If you've never watched IT Crowd, do it, especially if you're a computer geek like me. Um, 'Cause that's what the comedy's about. It's a British comedy. They tried to make it American, but I don't think it worked out. Um, but yeah, it's if you've ever done IT support, computer technician stuff, IT Crowd's for you. You'll be able to relate. Like their ongoing gag is that you always answer a support call with, Have you turned it on and off?" And it's funny because it's true, especially if you're supporting Microsoft stuff. Um, okay, that's enough for this video. I hope you're enjoying these. If not, don't watch them.